Niko na mgeni ndani ya nyumba kwa sababu leo ikiwa ni tarehe 1 mwezi wa Disemba, pia tunaadhimisha, ulimwengu unaadhimisha siku ya liver condition ambayo inaitwa Biliary Atresia, alright? Na niko na Pauline Mkala ndani ya nyumba. She gonna tell us this biliary atresia ni condition gani ya liver, alright? Na kama unakumbuka nishai host Pauline hapo awali, Pauline Mkala. At that time Pauline, was it miaka 2 iliyopita?
A year ago.
Yes. Yeah, kidogo ulikuwa umekuja pale, mtoto alikuwa mgonjwa. Alikuwa mgonjwa.
Yes.
Na alikuwa anaenda India. Yeah.
Yes.
So alikuwa anataka kidogo msaada wa kifedha.
Exactly.
Na yes, kusensitize wa Kenya kuhusu the condition.
The condition, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So maybe we might take you back a bit kidogo, Pauline, for those maybe who remember you.
Yes.
Maybe you can give us an update on maybe what happened maybe?
First of all, let me start off by thanking Anne.
Yeah.
Anne was the first person actually who hosted me about my child who was suffering a condition called biliary atresia.
Yeah.
It's a liver condition in children. And at that time, I had actually nilikuwa nimepoteza hope kabisa.
Yeah.
I did not know if I'll have my child.
Okay.
Because the diagnosis was down a bit late.
Okay.
But thanks to you, when you hosted me, I was even able to get help everywhere else.
Wow.
So Briella went for the liver transplant last year in October.
Okay.
And we came back in December.
Wow.
A few challenges here and there because of the issue, a lot of infections and things like that. But so far we can say God is good. Mungu ni mwema, kila wakati Mungu ni mwema.
Ni ukweli.
Yes.
Wow. So ulipokuja hapa kwenye show ya Starabika, watu wakakupigia simu, wakakupatia support.
Yes.
Na ukaenda India.
Na nikaenda India.
Mtoto akapatiwa ile transplant ya liver.
Yes.
I'm so happy.
We give God all the praise.
Oh, I'm so happy.
Yes.
Sasa mtoto ana miaka mingapi saizi?
She's 2 years now.
She's 2 years.
She just turned 2 years about 2 months ago.
Okay.
Yes.
Awesome.
Yes.
So ikiwa ni siku ambayo msikilizaji tunazungumzia condition ya biliary atresia, niko na mzazi ndani ya studio and what better way to learn than from the horse's mouth.
Yes.
So hii condition, Pauline, biliary atresia, what is this?
Biliary atresia, it's a liver condition in children where the bile ducts are either not present when they are born or now it is blocked.
Okay.
Because of probably infections that we find during birth.
Yeah.
So it can be caused either with the bile ducts are not fully formed or the bile ducts have gotten infection and then they've become blocked. So the bile haiwezi toka kwa liver. So you know liver is the one that breaks down our fats and our foods.
Yeah.
So you find that the bile is not able to do that. So the bile normally is retained in the liver. So when sazile inakuwa retained kwa liver, it causes liver cirrhosis in children. Yes.
Liver cirrhosis.
Yes.
So kwa wale ambao hawakuelewi kidogo, Pauline, wangetaka kujua hii bile duct, hii bile duct ni nini? Ile lugha tu ya mwananchi wa kawaida.
Bile duct ni zile mishipa zenye zinakuanga kwa liver that helps to break down the fats. Zinakuanga mingi. Ukiangalia kwa liver hizo mishipa hizo zenye zinasaidia to produce the bile and to ensure that chakula zetu zimekuwa broken down. So hiyo sasa hizo mishipa ndo zinakuanga blocked. When now that's when someone has now biliary atresia. Or sasa utapata huo mtoto amezaliwa lakini hana hizo mishipa. Sasa unapata ya kwamba that hiyo bile haiwezi toka, it's not flowing the way it's supposed to flow. So the bile is being retained in the liver. Yes.
So ni watoto wangapi wakizaliwa, Pauline? Of course we are talking about percentage. How common is this condition?
According to the world, it's 1 child out of 8,000 births.
1 out of 8, mtoto mmoja kati ya watoto 8,000. That is in Africa, in the world?
No, in the world.
In the world.
Now in Africa, that is what we are trying to find out because we've seen that the condition is actually on the rise.
Okay.
It's actually on the rise in Kenya. It is fairly new or it has been there but we didn't know about it. We didn't know that hiyo ni biliary atresia. Now is when the doctors and the medics are now realizing, oh okay, this can be the condition. This is biliary atresia, and that's now when we are embracing it. Yeah, and learning more about it.
Okay.
Yes.
So mtoto wako alipozaliwa Pauline alikuwa na biliary atresia?
Alikuwa na biliary atresia. I didn't know at first.
Haukujua?
Sikujua.
Yeah. So ina present aje? How does it present itself?
It presents itself like for my case, my child on the second day of life alianza kukua na yellowing of the eyes, which we call jaundice.
The jaundice, yes.
The jaundice, yes. So that is the first thing enye tuliona, we noted, and we raised it with the pediatric doctor that was seeing us at that point in time. But sasa, because I think it's not something that will cross someone's mind that it's biliary atresia,
yes,
she was just put under the UV light and we were sent home. So after that, after a few 6 days, she became dark, the weight went down, and she became yellow mpaka kwa ulimi, ivo, and all that. And so we went back to the hospital and we met a nurse. We were like, okay, I don't think this is normal, because tulikuwa tumeambiwa tumweke under kwa jua.
Yes.
Tukaika under kwa jua, but this thing is not becoming. The biliary, the jaundice was more. The weight was going down. And then the poop was gray.
Dark. Oh, gray. Yeah.
And the urine was dark.
Wow.
So it was
mtoto
not
wa
making
siku sita.
So it was not making sense for us. So hapo ndo sasa tukarudi hospitali. We were like, no, but still the nurse insisted, you're not putting your child under
kwa jua.
Yeah. Sent back home. When we were sent back home, we put the child under the light. After 6 weeks, we are like, apana, this cannot be the issue. So by God's grace, I talked to a friend of mine who's a nurse, and she told me, okay, let me get you a doctor who deals with the liver issues. And so that doctor is the one who sent me for a HIDA scan.
Inaitwa
HIDA scan. And when we did the HIDA scan, hapo ndo sasa tulijua, okay, the bile ducts are blocked, so biliary atresia was now we were told that she has biliary atresia. And so the only option, because it was too late, normally biliary atresia, if you want it to work quite well, it's between the first day of life to about 40 days, 50 days. But now, but you can stretch it to 100 days. But after 50 days, you're only 50-50. It might work, it might not work. And so what happened is the doctor told us, you can try. And so by the grace of God, we got a missionary doctor who had just come, and he's the one who did the Kasai procedure. And unfortunately, after the Kasai procedure, it failed because we were about 78 days of life when we were doing the Kasai procedure.
So this Kasai procedure, briefly, hii Kasai procedure inamaanisha nini?
Kasai procedure sasa ni venye sasa wanachukua intestine zako, the intestine,
matumbo, the small or large?
The small one.
The small intestine.
The small intestine. They cut it and now they connect it to the liver.
Wow.
So now when they connect it to the liver, now it helps the bile to flow out.
That's a very sensitive procedure.
It is a very sensitive procedure.
Na kwa mtoto mdogo ambaye hatajafikisha miezi mitatu.
Kwa mtoto mdogo mwenye hajafikisha, she was actually 4 months.
So ile Kasai procedure ya kwanza ikafail. And then?
Because I was too late. But actually the doctor explained to me, I'm trying this. And he did his best. I feel even for Briella, because we took time before going for the liver transplant, I believe that procedure that was done is the one that bought my child a bit of more time.
Yes. Ile Kasai procedure.
Kasai procedure.
Ilipatia mtoto maisha marefu.
Ilipatia a bit of time before now she went for a transplant. Actually bought her time. Yes.
All right. Yes. So hii time yote Pauline ambayo mnaenda hospitali mnaambiwa hampatii mtoto jua, ananyonya, mtoto analala ama mtoto alikuwa aje? Ananyonya
vizuri. Kulala analala shida kidogo because now you see the stomach becomes distended.
Yes.
Kidogo inakuwa kubwa. So pia hiyo ni shida kidogo. And then also ako very, as in the food enye anakula, it's not broken down, so it's not assisting the body, inaenda kama inatoka tu. inatoka tu. It's not being broken down in the system. Yes.
And hii time yote bado macho ni yellow, ngozi imekuwa black.
Ulimwi on the gums yellow, on the hands yellow, on the feet yellow. You could actually see, I think for her, because she's dark, it's not so evident. But for people who are lighter, you'll actually even see the whole body, the yellowing of the whole body. Yes.
All right. So muliendelea je mpaka sasa ikafika wakati wa kwenda India na huyu mtoto akapata ile transplant?
So after we did the Kasai procedure, after 2 months our doctor told us, unfortunately it has failed, we have to go for a transplant. And going for a transplant, it's not easy at you'll just wake up and go. Unfortunately, sasa Kenya hatuna we do not have a liver transplant unit in Kenya. So the most nearest place where you can do a transplant is India or South Africa. And the most cheapest, of course, it's India for the common one. And it's not cheap.
It's cheaper ukilinganisha na South Africa.
But it's not cheap.
How much is it?
It is almost 6 million.
Milioni sita. Liver transplant. Ya mtoto. Ama kuna tofauti ya mtoto na mtu mkubwa?
Hakuna tofauti, but it depends with the complication as well.
Okay. Na South Africa, how much is it?
South Africa, you can get up to 10 million.
10 million. So mkaprepare mtoto aende kule India?
Tukaprepare mtoto, but it was not as easy as it was. Because we didn't have the money. I mean, you're being
6
told
million.
You need 6 million to do a transplant. And we didn't have the money, 5 to 6 million. And we didn't have the money. So what do? You have to fundraise. You have to fundraise. You have to ask people to assist you. And you're the first one who had our story, remember? And you're the one who now told people, and people came in. And other people joined you even in other places, other radio stations, other TV stations, and they assisted us to actually go to India.
So finally mlipata ile 6M?
Tulipata 5M. Hiyo ingine tukaomba tuka contribute na familia loan hapa kidogo, then we were able to go. Yes.
Kama mzazi Pauline, ambaye ulisumbuka na mtoto katika zile siku zake za kwanza bila kujua what the issue was, so finally wakati mliona huyu daktari akafanya the HIDA scan na akasema mtoto akona ile biliary atresia, ulipata nafuu baada ya kujua this is the problem?
No. Hakuna nafuu. Putting in mind, this is the first child that I waited for. Sikupata mtoto kwa ndoa. Venye tu unaingia kwa ndoa unapata. So first of all, it was heart-wrenching for me. Then I didn't understand condition ni gani. Then I was questioning God, why? Why I prayed for a child? I waited, you gave me. Why are you putting me through this? And then also mentally, it is also so heartbreaking. And like mentally for parents who have children with biliary atresia, it is also, and anyone who's sick, it is mind draining. It can drain you as a parent or a caregiver. You live with a lot of fear. You do not know if you will have your child today or tomorrow. Yes.
All right. So mulipoenda India, procedure ni gani sasa ya liver transplant ya mtoto?
In India lazima sasa wafanye all the tests. That 1 week they have to do all the tests to see if what was being told by the doctor from Kenya it's true.
Mulienda na ripoti za daktari za Kenya?
Tulienda na ripoti za daktari za Kenya. But you also have to send, lazima uzitume before even hata uende, so that they can review it. But now when you get to India, they have to repeat. Lazima warudie hiyo nini. They have to repeat
the scan and the test,
for them to be sure that this is what we are dealing with. And so that first week, hiyo wiki ya kwanza, they repeated all the tests. Could repeat all the tests, they found what was diagnosed in Kenya is actually the same thing that we are finding here in India. And so now there's preparations for about 2 weeks. Now they prepare the child because haezi kuja tu
alafu ameenda
theater and the dad, because the dad was also on the line. Siendo anapatia mtoto
iyo liver.
So the preparations and things like that, and so they were prepared. And then now on October 11th, that's when we went for the transplant very early in the morning. And it ended, I think it was so long. I think by about 11 ndo walikuwa natoka.
Waliingia theater saa ngapi?
6 a.m. in the morning.
Saa 12 asubuhi hadi saa 5.
Hadi saa 5.
Yeah.
Yes.
Ulikuwa na feel aje?
It was difficult.
Yeah.
It was difficult. Unaona sasa uko peke yako.
Ulikuwa peke yako India? Yes. Na mzee wako na mtoto?
Na mtoto. Yes. And so it's so difficult kwa sababu uko peke yako.
Yeah.
Si kama nyumbani. Unajua ukiwa nyumbani kuna watu wenye wanakusaidia.
Kuna watu, yeah.
So hapa uko peke yako. You're alone. You don't have anyone to talk to. So it is you have all the fear. You do not know if our Willy, because it's 2 of your people.
Yeah. I know.
It is so difficult and it's so heartbreaking. But what I can say, God's grace is sufficient. Neema ya Mungu, I think
inatosha.
I tell people I don't know how I got through it.
Yeah.
It is God's grace that kept me.
Yeah.
It is God's strength that kept me. I cannot take any glory. Because hata mimi sielewi. I was just waking up, I tell God help me.
Yeah.
Because at that point in time hata wewe mwenyewe huwezi omba.
Ni ukweli.
So I just told God help me.
Yeah.
And that is it. And we move. And it was difficult, but God carried me. Let me just say God carried me. I don't know how I got through it.
All right.
Yes.
So wakatoka theater mwendo wa saa 5 asubuhi. Saa 5 asubuhi.
Saa 5 jioni.
Kutoka saa 12 asubuhi?
Yes.
I thought it is 11 in the morning. No. So the whole day unangoja watu watoke theater.
Na unaambiwa usikae hapo. For them, they don't like the pressure. They will tell you, we've already admitted them, we will call you.
Yeah. Tutakupigia simu au kuona mtoto.
No, because they admitted her in the ICU and they don't allow people in it because of the infections and things like that.
Yeah.
So for a month we were just seeing her kwa kio.
Kwa mwezi mzima?
Mwezi mzima unamchungulia kwa kio.
Okay.
Unamchungulia kwa kio, unamwona, yeye anakuona, hata times hakujui, anaweza hata anakusahau. Unachungulia tu kwa kio, unaenda because wako wanakubalisha mtu aingie ndani.
Okay. Yes. Anafidiwa na tubes, anapewa maziwa na tubes.
Anapewa na tubes.
Okay.
Hivyo polepole as they adjust hivyo.
Okay.
Yes.
So your husband alipotoka alikuwa kwenye condition gani, Pauline?
He was also he went to the ICU for about a week.
Okay.
Alikuwa condition nzuri, but of course the pain.
Yes.
The pain was too much. So unajua ni mtu mkubwa amekatwa, liver, the pain was too much. But for him he was okay. Apart from the pain, alitoka akiwa sawa.
Awesome stuff. So mlikaa India for how long, na ile recovery process ilikuwaje until sasa wakati mlirudi Kenya?
Almost 2.5 months going to 3 months.
Ndio mlikaa India.
Tulikaa India.
So baada ya mwezi mmoja mtoto wako akatoka ICU.
Akatoka ICU akaingia normal ward, tukakaa like normal ward HDU because ako peke yake. Tunafundishwa, unamuona, anaangaliwa because ametolewa tubes, oxygen levels, tubes, how is she feeding, how kidonda hivyo. So she stayed for about a week and a half too. Then sasa akatoka. Sasa ukitoka sasa unakaa India tena. They want to see you, how are you able to take care of this child. So every day lazima uende hospitali, wakufunze what are you doing good, what are you doing bad, because you see they're on medication for a lifetime.
Yes.
And so they have to teach you for a month. They have to do the test to see if you're actually doing what they are asking you to do.
Okay. Na mzee sasa alipona, baba ya mtoto?
Baba ya mtoto amepona.
Anakula ugali, yako sawa?
Anakula ugali, yule anamerudi normal routine.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. So baada ya umesema miezi 3.5, you came back to Kenya?
We came back to Kenya.
Okay. So condition ya mtoto sasa iko aje? And I think umemention kwamba anameza dawa kwa maisha yake yote.
Maisha yake yote, there's a medicine called the tacrolimus.
Okay.
Hiyo lazima wameze kwa sababu unaona sasa alipatiwa
mtoto ama pia baba?
No, baba amezi because baba si akona liver yake.
Akona liver yake.
Alikatia mtoto kidogo yake ndio ikaingizwa kwa mtoto. But sasa unaona yule mtoto alipatiwa a foreign thing in her body. Sasa alipatiwa liver ya baba yake ikatolewa kabisa. Sasa this foreign thing or the foreign organ has to be supported. Yes, that's why lazima kunywe tacrolimus so that the body does not reject that organ because it's a foreign thing in the body.
Okay.
Yes.
Now, ni saa 5 zimekatika dakika 33, msikilizaji. Of course tunazungumzia condition ya liver ambayo inaitwa Biliary Atresia, na niko na mzazi ndani ya studio, niko na Pauline, Mkala ndani ya studio, na wale ambao namkumbuka tushaikuwa naye studio before like a year ago, wakati ambapo alikuja nikamhost, akapata msaada, mtoto akaenda kule India akafanyiwa ile transplant ya liver. Now she's back to enlighten us kuhusu condition yenyewe ya biliary atresia, ambayo anasema kwamba kati ya watoto 8,000 ulimwenguni mtoto mmoja ako na hii condition. Though she's saying research inaendelea kwa sababu hivi visa vinaongezeka via biliary atresia especially in Kenya. Si ndio Pauline?
Yes.
All right. So hebu tueleze Pauline. Now sasa mliporudi wakati mtoto alipatiwa hiyo liver, so jaundice ikaisha, akaanza kugain weight.
Gain weight.
Okay.
Aka catch up na milestones because unaona saizo at that point in time hakuwa ameshika milestone. Hakuwa anatembea at 1 year 3 months. Hakuwa anatembea. So when the liver transplant was done, it's like it was a shift. Aka catch up, akaanza kutembea. Akaanza kula vizuri, macho zikakuwa wide. That's the first thing I think for us parents. Sisi wote biliary parents, if you ask them, macho ndo inakwambia mtoto yuko sawa. The whitening of the eyes is what tells you this child is okay. Macho iko sawa, mwili na iko sawa, yani ako sawa kabisa.
So anakula, anacheza just like a normal 2-year-old. Anaongea. Yes. So dawa ni tablet ama ni syrup?
Ni tablet. But because of a child you have to break it down. You have to break it and then mix it umpatie. Yes.
So anaikunywa mara ngapi kwa siku?
Mara 2 kwa siku.
Asubuhi na
jioni.
So how do you feel Pauline? Una feel aje uko na mtoto wako? How do you feel having your child there in the house?
I am grateful to God. Kabisa, because I think it is a journey. I think our journey, we always say as biliary parents, journey yetu is a journey of faith. It is a journey of faith. Seeing her there every day playing, ameshika milestones zake, anaongea, she's able to express herself. That is something that we give thanks to God. It is something that we wake up and tell God, we give thanks. And to everyone even who's listening, if you have health, even if things are difficult, give thanks to get God, because health is the most important thing. Without the health, you're not able to do anything. You're not able to function. You're not able to. Yani health, the health bit of it
is the most important.
It is the most important in a human being's life.
Okay. So tukurudisha nyuma kidogo Pauline, and naona kuna watu ambao wanapiga simu, sijui maybe you want to ask a question or something. Takupatia fursa tukiondoka in the next 10 minutes. So kwa wazazi ambao wako na watoto, ni nini ambacho unafaa kuangalia so that usije ukagundua pengine a bit late kwamba kumbe mtoto wangu ako na hii condition na biliary atresia, na msaada uko wapi? Diagnosis ni gani?
Okay. The first thing I will tell every parent, ukiza wenye maybe wame put to bed or the people who are putting to bed, the first thing you need to look out is the jaundice. Jaundice is the first thing that you see when the issue has come. So you need to ask the doctor, is this an obstructive jaundice or the normal jaundice? Normal jaundice is what the child is born with. Akiwekwa kwa jua itapotea tu,
macho yanaacha kuwa yellow,
because the bilirubin comes down. But sasa ukiona ime prolong for a week plus, please go back and do your liver functionality test, so that now ukishafanya your liver functionality test, you're able to say this is an obstruction or it's normal. If it's normal, they will now put you again under the UV light. If it's an obstruction, they need to do a procedure called the Kasai procedure. And that Kasai procedure is very crucial because it will save you a lot. It will save you a lot. Uta have kwenda liver transplant. Most of us parents in Kenya, let me speak about Kenyan parents, tume have kwenda liver transplant because the diagnosis was done very late. And we cannot blame our medics because maybe the nurses do not know about this condition. Au anajua tu jaundice
mtoto kwa jua wewe mama.
But we need to do more of these trainings, teaching people if the jaundice prolongs, please take that child to a Kasai procedure, so that you save the parent the headache of going for a liver transplant, which is so expensive.
Exactly. All right. So ukisema kwamba ile jaundice ikiprolong, Pauline, unamaanisha kwamba wiki moja, wiki mbili,
past wiki moja, honestly.
Past wiki moja, yes. Mtoto akiwa na macho yellow,
please
go and see a specialist.
Go see a specialist. And those specialists are called the hepatologists. There are some in Kenyatta. We have one in Aga Khan. And so and I think every hospital ikona au watu wenye wakona speciality ya your liver condition. So they are able to tell you what to do.
But sasa unajua mzazi haiza akajipeleka ambie specialist, nataka ufanyiwe mtoto kasai procedure. Lazima ukuwe it has to be a referral.
It has to be a referral.
Yeah.
And you have to go through tests. They have to do the liver functionality. They have to do the HIDA scan for them to even take you for a kasai procedure. But the liver functionality test is the first test, iyo ya damu, that tells you there's something wrong.
This kasai procedure, Pauline, how much is it?
Kasai procedure, I remember Aska is NHIF supported, so it's almost like 400,000-500,000.
Half a million.
Isha
inaweza kuwa inalipia kweli?
Sijui about ingine Sha. Because Sha didn't support me. I mean, NHIF didn't support me when I was going for a transplant, but it has supported other people. So it depends. They supported me on the Kasai procedure, which they paid at least about 100 and something. Yes.
All right. So kuna wazazi ambao ulikuwa unatembea na wao, wako na watoto ambao pia wako na hii condition ya biliary atresia?
Tuko wazazi tuko kadhaa wenye wako na hii condition. In fact, the lady who gave me a lot of hope also alikuwa ametoka India. Yes, she's called Jacqueline. She's the one who gave me a lot of hope about it, because also the son had undergone.
Na akapona akarudi.
Na sawa akarudi. There are some who have lost their children along the way because it could not be reversed. It was way too far gone. And so yes, we have parents who have their children there with them. We have parents who have lost their few children, unfortunately, out of this.
So biliary atresia inaua at what particular point, Pauline?
If it is not caught early, if it's not caught early, and it becomes now prolonged. But also let me mention, itaua bado even after the transplant. Because after the transplant, the medication that we take is also a very dangerous medication. The Indian doctor tells you this is a very dangerous medication. That's why every other month lazima tuende for tests. We have to go test the tacronymus test so that they can adjust the dose. Because if the dose is not adjusted, it can cause something called the malignant tumors. And the malignant tumors are the cancerous tumors, which can also kill. So you see, that is the issue that we have. And that's why we are advocating really hard as the organization that we started, it's called Biliary, Atresia and Liver Care Africa, for the test to be affordable for us parents, because it's expensive. Month on month, we have to go do the liver functionality test. We have to go do the kidney test so that this drug does not destroy, so that it's balanced. So it is very, very, also the aftercare is also very critical.
So hizo dawa zinakuwa reviewed downwards? Downwards.
Like, like now for me, my case, when I came back, it was at 3 mg in the morning, 3 mg in the evening. Now it has gone down to 0.5 in the morning and 1 mg in the evening. There are parents when you amenda 0.5, 0.5. There are parents who are 1 mg, just depending on the child. So lazima kila mwaka, or I mean every month, lazima uende kwa daktari wako. Hata ajue kama liver ina grow, angalie kama kuna infections, because you see what the tacronymus inafanya, ina suppress immunity. When it suppresses the immunity, your children are open to a lot of attacks, a lot of infections, a lot of things. The reason why it suppresses the immunity is because it's a foreign organ. And so isikwe rejected.
Okay.
Yeah, by the body.
Wow. 11:43 in the morning, msikilizaji. SMS nambari yetu ni ile 34277. Naona simu zinakiriza. Maybe there are people who want to ask you some few questions. I don't know.
Yes.
Yeah.
And also we have, you can ask.
Yeah.
But also this evening we have a doctor who's from 40s from India.
Yeah.
I'll share that with you. Maybe you'll share in your page.
Okay.
Who is coming in online to talk about biliary and any other liver issue, even in children, or not in children, even in adults.
Okay.
So if you have that question, he's the hepatologist or the chairman, chairman director for 40s hospital in India.
In India.
And then we have also Christine Muturi, who's a nutritionist.
Okay.
Even if you've gone after the transplant, she's coming in to also train about that thing. So I will share with Anne, but you can ask your question.
Thank you so much, Pauline. I'll share on my page pale kwenye Facebook. Wacha tupate maybe swali lako msikilizaji. Hello, good morning Radio Maisha. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning. Kidogo pale, wacha ni fixi line ya telefone Radio Maisha. Hello, good morning. 0719012700. Good morning. Hello, Radio Maisha.
Good morning. Hello, good morning Anjo.
Morning Dan.
Ndani boy kutoka Nakuru.
Yeah.
Mimi nashukuru mama, nakumbuka last year akiwa hapa hewani. Namkumbuka vizuri sana Anjo.
Okay.
Sasa mimi nashukuru Mungu ameweza kumsaidia familia yake.
Yes.
Aendelee na kuwa moyo wa kuwa kujituma kushughulikia familia yake. Mimi namtia tu moyo wa Njogu.
Asante sana. Thank you Dan boy. I can remember you very well. Radio Maisha. Hello. Yes. Karibu sana baba kutoka Nakuru. Pole sana, network imeleta tafash. Good morning.
Toka mama.
Ni aje?
Niko poa. Papa Sophie.
Yeah.
Nakumbuka huyo madam vizuri sana. Nimeshukuru Mungu kama amerudi mtoto akiwa sawa.
Yes.
Ningependa kuuliza maswali mawili pengine tuweze kujua.
Yeah.
Hii milioni 6 akienda na India.
Yeah.
Mpaka mahali pa kukaa imejumuisha mahali pa kukaa na analipia kando. Swali lingine. Mtoto bila ametoka huko madawa, kuna wakati itafika awache kukunywa ama ataendelea tu hivyo mpaka kuwe mtu mzima?
Asante sana baba Sophie. Wacha tuangalie la mwisho Pauline tukimaliza show. Radio Maisha, guten Morgen.
First officer from Banana.
Swali lako first officer?
Mimi niko na swali moja kwa Pauline. Kuna hapo ambapo umesema kuwa lazima upeleke mtoto hospitalini kwa daktari ili angalie kama liver bado ina grow. So ili angalie kama hiyo liver ina grow, anaangalia physically ama kuna process ambao mtoto anafaa kupitishwa, maybe kupeleka tena kufanyiwa upasuaji ili daktari ajue kama liver ina grow. Hapo ndio sijaelewa Pauline.
Asante sana. The last one, naona kuna mama hapa anaitwa Lucy.
Sasa mama.
Fiti.
Uko mzima?
Nashukuru mam.
Tunashukuru sana vile Pauline amerudi. Kusema vile mtoto anaendelea.
Yes.
Na ni maana imekuwa jani. Na ingekuwa jani rahisi vile.
Yeah.
Kwa sababu kukaa huko India hivyo, apart from hiyo 6 million kuna expenses pia alikuwa anatumia.
Yes.
Lakini wacha tu kuambie Mungu ni asante kwa sababu mtoto anaendelea vizuri.
Asante sana Lucy. So swali la kwanza Pauline, hiyo 5 million ina include chakula, hoteli?
Yes, ina include chakula, hoteli.
Okay.
Plus flights.
Yeah, plus ndege. Okay.
The only thing that doesn't include, sasa madawa lazima ununue madawa kule ni cheaper. So madawa haija include. But hoteli, flight, kila kitu, kuishi, chakula ina include.
Okay. Kuna wakati huyu mtoto atafika mahali ya kosa kutumia dawa?
No, atatafu kutumia unless wacha tuseme hivi. Mungu ni mkuu.
He's a miracle working God.
He's a miracle working God.
Yeah.
And science inaenda ikimprove.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah.
but for now what we know, hata acha kunywa madawa because the liver has to be supported.
All right.
Yes.
So number 3, Otio team Chelsea amezungumza mambo ya liver kugrow. Yeah, some bit of clarification.
You have to go through something called the CT scan.
Yeah.
Like Briella now, I think a week ago, we had to go through the CT scan to see where the liver has grown.
Yeah.
Si lazima upasuliwe tena.
Ni ukweli.
Yes, CT scan shows that.
All right. Pauline, me, I'm so happy. Wajua ulipo reach out to me, sita kudanganya, nilishindwa kukuuliza hili swali. Mtoto akoje? I could not ask you that. Yeah, and I'm so glad that you came back to say thank you. Wajua ni watu wengi sana ambao huwa wanapata msaada, wanachangiwa, but wanaenda wakienda. But for you to come back and say kwamba ile show tulikuwa nayo it had an impact, ina to motivate wengine wetu pia kufanya kazi zaidi. And we really pray for your child. Na ile tu neema ambayo imekubeba, iendelee kukubeba wewe, mtoto wako, mume wako. And just like we say, what a man cannot do, we know God can do.
God can do. God can do.
Sindio?
God can do.
All right.
Be encouraged.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
So where do we find you in case tuko na swali kuhusu maybe the condition? People might want to reach out to you. Yeah.
Okay, you can find us on Facebook, X, TikTok, Instagram. You can search for Biliary, Atresia and Liver Care Africa.
Yeah.
But also my handle is Wanyika Karanja on all socials.
Wanyika Karanja.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you so much, Pauline. Tutazidi kuzungumza. And thank you for creating time. Tuweze kusensitize wa Kenya kuhusu hii condition. Hata sidhani kama kuna mtu ambaye ameisikia.
It is very, but now it's on the rise. Watu wameisikia.
Okay.
But let's train people so that we do not lose our children.
Thank you so much,
We had
Pauline.
a lot of deaths last year. We had about 200 and something just from Kenyatta, I think, for children biliary atresia, and it's so heartbreaking.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Pauline. Bila shaka tuko mbele pamoja na kuwa na siku maridadi.
Thank you so much for having me, Anne.
Anytime.